OK， 我们今天是11点41分，玩个1-2个小时。Steam 商店今天这周又有新的好货哎，这两款真的也很想买，叫 Hinet 黑的，它是一款很特别的3D 设计的解谜游戏，重点是它的玩法很新奇啊。现在50%，再等等好了，因为现在玩不完啊。然后另外一款我去稍微玩了一下 demo 版，这个也是相当有趣啊。是一个人你要在火星中生存下来，然后它是属于比较。它是上帝视角的横轴游戏，然后你就是你要在你的火星上一直找水啊，找食物啊，找道具啊，然后合成啊，然后最后到底会怎样我就不知道，因为我只试玩了 demo 版，我只下载了 demo 版来试玩而已，所以说到底它结局是怎样，我当然还是不清楚。不过试玩版就已经非常有趣了，现在也是50%，所以目前只到50%，我去查过。它的死低价就是50%，它目前没有更低了，可能等等看夏特吧。虽然说我真的颇想入手那2款啊，可是这个月已经买太多了，而且我的月包还没买，我月包是确定要买的。我这个月这个，然后还有月包。这个月大概会花上个$100吧，大概会花个$100吧。所以说那2款还是先搁着吧，先加入愿望清单了。1680×105，我觉得好像太大了。晚安，这次有跟到了，因为我也不知道怎么联络，就算了，有看到就看到，没看到我也没办法，没看到就只能等重播，就只能自己看重播这样。因为其实我也不知道水管订阅它会不会通知，像Twitch是会通知啊，可是其实我也没在看通知，我都自己去记那个订阅者的实况时间啊，我比较没有定什么实况时间，想玩就玩，不想玩就像其实今天我还蛮累，本来想看个电影就睡觉，可是发现真的我想玩的东西太多，赶快来弄我的 Memoria 就进度，真的想玩的东西太多，这是错了。像之后是想赶快玩那个层层恐惧哦，想赶快玩层层恐惧。会通知哦，很明显的通知吗？其实我也不清楚因为我的手机它通知有时候就是它会跳，可是它不会有那种声响，可能要去调，我没有调。我们那天玩到哪？我看看，好像我现在是进入第4章了吧？看一下问答记录，我们今天应该玩到第4章了吧？和奥尔瑞克说话，进入学院。现在和奥尔瑞克说话，进到学院。奥尔瑞克是谁啊？现在有点小声。是我开太小声了吗？奥尔瑞克是谁？是他吗？
I better stay in the background.
好像不是。
I better stay in the background.
当 background。
I better stay in the...
Ugh, yeah.
Bryder? What are you doing in there?
Detention. Absence without leave. Scrubbing latrines.
Have you talked to the master about Draconia?
No, and he isn't here either. From the harbour, go up the hill. His house is right on the corner by the wall.
I don't believe my ears. Did you just tell this man where Master Bodiak lives? We expect much more out of you, Bryder. Stop disappointing us.
She didn't do anything wrong. It was my fault.
You, birdcatcher, leave the court immediately.
好啊，我被赶走了。
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry， 我要走了，被赶走了，赶紧滚吧。
If Bryder's description is correct, this is the master's house.
房子，我现在要干什么？我来瞧瞧啊。也许一位老朋友能够帮上忙。老朋友 ，old friend。扣。
Master Bodiak, are you home?
Are you home?
It's locked. It's locked. Nice stuff, but who needs it? There's ivy growing here, but it's not strong enough to carry my weight.
这里有一个影子，有窗户，有乌鸦。
Blasted crows. Haven't you caused enough trouble? Shoo! Go away!
乌鸦。
Hey, those are my friends.
Nuri? I'm sorry, I didn't see you there.
What did they ever do to you?
Don't you remember all the misery they caused?
Of course I remember. But you have to be able to forget too. What do you want?
哎呦，他可以进入房子哎。
You really shouldn't hang around with those creatures. You mustn't forget who you are.
No, it's you who mustn't forget who I am. Please leave my friends alone, all right?
哦。
Have you been here long? Master Bodiak lives here. Have you seen him come by?
Yes, he went into the house earlier, but he hasn't come out again.
Good, thanks. I have to get into that house somehow. Can you fly through the window for me and look for a way in?
Do I have to?
It would help us both.
All right.
出来帮忙吧 ，old friend。哦，进来了。我要操作这只小鸟吗？书，开锁工具，尺。有开锁工具诶，是在拿这个吗？
I can't. There are books on top.
书，
They look heavy. That would break my claws.
尺。哦，用尺，然后把书推走吗？哎呦，又有新 game 哎，带回来去看看。吃饭包$1。哦，耶！拿到钥匙了。哇哦！镜子里面的美女是她哎。OK， 我们有钥匙喽。那个影子到底是什么东西啊？很可疑耶。
Ah, my friend. How's the gemstone business?
I had some trouble with a customer and I had to give it up.
I'm sorry to hear that.
哦，原来是那个哦。
I might need...
My services, the cucumber you gave me was very fruitful.
What happened to Bryder? She was cleaning latrines this morning.
Yes, apparently she tried to catch the Tillamede all on her own yesterday and returned to the dormitory after curfew. The fact that she only had to clean latrines is a sign of the status she enjoys in the school. I think they want to make her the new headmaster someday. Well, headmistress, I suppose.
他拿了我的黄瓜，然后说很有成
See you
效。
later.
Farewell, my
他到底
friend.
拿黄瓜做了什么事情？我很好奇。他说黄瓜很有成效。
It's locked.
啊，钥匙。看一下好了，说不定这边会有什么。他会有什么魔法？
Oh no. Ulrich has been turned into stone with magic. He was already stiff, so at first I couldn't really tell.
啊？怎么突然？
Everything smells of roses. The cloth makers seem to think they're better than other people. I miss the tannery smell from my own quarter. She's behaving more and more like a real raven. Don't cause any mischief. I'll see you later.
See you then.
If Brida's description is... Oh no, he was already stiff.
用了奥数才会，
By the... Master Bodiak?
他被石化了。哦，
Uh-oh.
跳绳，哎呦，他变灰尘了。
I could take a handful with me, but... maybe someone will want to change him back, and then he might be missing an ear or something. I better leave him complete.
抽屉有啥？蜂蜜。啊，好吃。蜡烛。我全部把他的东西干光光了。上阁楼，头骨、扫帚、锁门。头骨有什么？
It looks old. The master must have been quite young when he caught that. Dead animals everywhere. Did Master Bodiak used to be a hunter? But how would a hunter learn magic so late in life? How odd. I've never seen a lock like that. Whatever's behind that, obviously someone wanted to make sure that no one ever lays eyes on
这
it.
看起来很可疑啊。
The bolt won't budge at all. First, I have to open the lock.
这个可以开吗？
Looks like this part. First, I have to open the lock.
好吧，看起来是不行哎。哎，我不有开锁工具吗？可以开吗？开锁工具试试看。
None of the lockpicks work on the lock. None of the lock.
不行，难不成拿刀子？
The bolt won't budge at all.
还不知道还有什么可以用。暴力破解，不
Nonsense.
行。
That won't work.
看一下提示好了。找到进入奥瑞克办公室的方法。如果真正的钥匙不能用，那就做一把新的啊！做一把新的，好哦。怎么做一把新的？我们下去看看。一堆灰尘。
I should just leave him lying here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
你有什么办法吗？诶，我可以用魔法修复它吗？哦，哇，好酷！不行。
Some parts seem to be missing. I can't reassemble him.
他说不完整哎，能不能拿扫把扫一扫它？哎呦， 一堆灰尘。这样可以吗？再修修看。哦，他的手断掉了。
Some parts seem to be missing. I can't reassemble him.
抽屉、蜂蜜、蜡烛。抽屉吗？哎呦，抽屉里面还有它的灰尘哎，是这样吗？搞定了，再修一次看看。哦，有了，有钥匙了。拿它吗？可以拿吗？还是不行。
Curses! The key is just as fragile as Ulrich himself.
再一次看看，应该要有别的方法，从他房间的那我们刚拿到去，有蜂蜜，有蜡烛，拿蜂蜜吗？
I could glue the key with honey, but it would change its shape.
会变形哦，变形还不简单，蜡烛嘛。
Oh, come on.
我们用蜡滴它。然后再拿蜂蜜。
I could glue the key with honey, but it would change its shape.
拿起来了吗？有了。蜡质模具，然后蜂蜜倒进去吗？
I poured a little honey into the mold.
涂着蜂蜜的蜡质模具，然后施展魔法吗？
Not after all the effort I put into this.
这要怎么用？哦，不对，我们刚外面有影子嘛，想起来，我们外面有影子，把这拿给他试试看。这影子的功能就是在外面帮我用这个。
I have to ask you for another favor. Can you harden this honey into a key?
I like your ingenuity. Give it here. Harden what's soft and stem the flow.
Thanks.
这样可以了吧？然后再修它，有了，拿到钥匙了。用蜂蜜做成了钥匙，感觉可以吃吗？感觉很好吃哎，可以舔一舔。用蜂蜜做的钥匙。我们有钥匙了，可以进来了。
By fix, it actually worked.
芝麻开门。办公室，我们进来了。哇哦，这么多东西。啊，上面有蜡不能吃，没有啊，蜡已经被我打碎啦、蜡已经被他用魔法打碎了，打碎，然后那个钥匙就是完全是用蜂蜜做的，硬化的蜂蜜，很多东西哦，奇怪的闪光。
My hand's too big, I can't reach in. If only I could lift that glowing thing out of there.
好，不行。
There's something in the crack. A reddish
微
glow.
微的红光，一定是红宝石。
A quill holder, perhaps. Or a cup for water.
哦，可以拿起来。图书馆，
Brider should look into this. I need to find out what happened here. Books about magical history, compendia about artifact magic. This place almost looks like my home. A huge fortress on a mountain. Is that what Draconia looks like? I'll take a closer look at this.
哎呦，
A secret compartment.
有暗门诶，秘密隔间。
A petrified rat and drawings of the mask.
石化老鼠跟资料。
These are studies of the mask. He must have been obsessed with it. It was transformed into the same kind of stone as the master, only a tiny human hand is growing from its head. Was this some kind of experiment?
一暗一亮，一暗一亮。 是后面的背景吗？应该是后面背景的关系吧。哦，不是背景问题哦。
A tiny human hand is growing from its head. Was this some kind of experiment?
这可以摸吗？摸了是不是会粉碎？哦，真的。
Just like Ulrich. There are small scribbled notes all over. At the top it says, "Finally an answer after all these years. The mask is in Draconia. I'll set out tomorrow." Another note says, "Returned yesterday. Couldn't find the mask. The council refused to let me enter the fortress, but I bribed an adept and now the ruby is mine, although it's worthless without the artifact. Draconia, the mask, the ruby. Won't anybody tell me what all this is about?" The dust is too fine for my fingers.
一堆灰。
Did he petrify a rat and then fall victim to his own spell? None of this makes any sense.
他说一堆灰尘拿不住，拿容器装它。
I'll scrape the dust into the container with the knife's edge.
OK， 装起来了。清单。
Hare's eye, Elmerion, Rondeleon's snare horn. There seems to be a list of magical artifacts. Some are checked off. Locations are noted for others. How can an Andergastrian like Ulrich afford all these magical knickknacks? Who knows? In the end, it'll turn out he wasn't a mage at all, but a common thief. There seems to be a list of magical artifacts. A drawing of a young hunter and an even younger woman. Underneath it says, "Nothing is ever lost."
好吧，看最后线索就是这奇怪的闪光，我们该怎么做？扫帚
The broomstick is much too
不
thick.
行，扫帚也太粗了。拿刀子把它撬开，
The knife is a bit too
太短
short.
了。
There's something in the crack. If only I could lift that glowing thing out of there.
装着灰的容器，难道用这个吗？哦，
I poured the dust into the crack.
把粉末倒进去了。
My hands too. If only I...
用魔法吗？哦，哈哈，红宝石
A ruby.
，a ruby，
It's cracked.
破掉红宝石。
Ah, my head.
哦，我的头，怎么了？
There's somebody in the next room.
又要穿越了，又要穿越了。
Not again.
Just this wall now. Then we'll be in Draconia. Help me. I can't get up there alone.
Free my hands.
If I do that, you'll kill me immediately.
Correct.
Oh, how he hates you, Charizard.
Understandably. Who likes being a slave? All he has to do is lift me over this, and we'll be there.
The mask?
Have you thought of something?
Yes. Since we've been here, I am able to remember more and more. Tell me, on the inside of the mask, do you see any letters?
面具里面有文字，
I was
看不懂文
right.
字。
Dan, Vascadan, Esplastaquatan, Humirelor Gras Ferel Goran, Hul Bemutir, Juntir Quatan Veluntir Sodan.
What language is that?
The very, very old one. Malakar transliterated it syllable for syllable in the ancient Ptolemaic lettering, and had it etched over the old lettering. Place the mask on your prisoner, and recite the
把
incantation.
面具戴在
Then
囚犯
he'll fulfill your every
脸
desire.
上。哦，这个面具这么厉害，
What will happen when I speak the incantation?
I don't remember exactly. But I know that it'll make him your servant, even with his hands free. He'll do whatever you ask of him.
咒语
I can't memorize the spell. It's too difficult.
Let me try. When the time comes, I'll tell you the words, and you can repeat them after me.
所以说，他石化了手，
How did you turn his hands to stone?
With this spell.
他要我把面具戴在他头上吗？
You can try it on the flower up there.
用上面的花，这个花，植物，
Try it. With my help, turn it to stone.
Such irony. I need to get up there, and a plant that can't even move is looking down on me.
够不到哎。
Cast my petrification spell only on the flower at first.
是石化咒，这个吗？
And now, change it back.
哦，再变回来。哦，
I was right.
How much can this spell do?
For the moment, my strength is only enough for plants and small animals. There was a time when I probably could have petrified an entire person, but the years must have weakened me.
How is it that you remember that now?
I don't know that. I think it's these mountains. It's as if I've been here before. I carried Malakar's mask with me, and I was looking for a garden? That is all I remember.
If I succeed in placing the mask on Rahwan,
我要给
perhaps
那
we'll soon
个
find out more.
男人戴上面具。
Rahwan, you must help me get over that.
You need to free me first.
好吗？
So that he can... No, better find...
雪，
No, I can barely feel my hands as it is. Snow. Snow. Such I need to get up. I'm almost there. If only this wall wasn't here.
我们快到目的地了，德克尼亚。
If only it were that easy. I'm almost there. Just one more rock wall.
你们看我们要现在要怎么做？他说要我把面具戴在他头上是吧？
It only works on people. Put the mask on.
No, stay away from me
废
with
话，
that.
谁会想给你戴
You'll
面
have to
具啊？
overpower him first.
I know. But how?
我先
I'm
战
too
胜他。
exhausted to fight him. Besides, I'm cold. I desperately need something to warm me
我
up.
还很冷，对啊，今天有点冷。
The sight alone makes the blood freeze in your veins, doesn't it, mistress?
That's because of the icicles, not the statue. Some icicles are hanging from its snout.
冰晶，
The statue is encased in a layer of ice. I don't want to look at it. I'm cold enough already.
草坪，萤火，
Is the grass poisonous?
No, go ahead. Eat it.
谁要吃草啊？
I'm sick and tired of your games. If only I could eat that.
Don't worry about it, princess. You're almost there.
萤火可以生吗？
I need some warmth. I'm about to freeze to death.
多吃灌木
The
草。
last shred of life in this God's forsaken place.
Oh, compared to my burial chamber, this is a veritable hub of activity. Only it could be a little warmer.
Yes, I'm about to freeze to
好，
death.
我们应该是要生火吧？
It's so dry. It's a miracle that it's still alive.
来生火。
I need some warmth.
我看我怎么生火哦。问答记录，让自己暖和起来，遮挡风，如你从以前所做一般升起火。生物火啊，我看有没有什么道具？有打火石，有树枝，还有什么？绷带，酒，应该是把树枝。
I better not do that in my...
把树枝丢到萤火这边，然后拿打火石生它吗？
It's too
风
windy.
太大了，
I
没
can't
办
make
法
a
生
fire
火。
here.
风太大了是吧？哦，这个不对吧？ 用这个挡住它，把它石化。哦，有了，搞定了。哦，然后这样的话就升起来吧。石化的那个灌木丛可以挡住风了。哦 ，fire！ 熊熊大火。
Oh, much better
That's
already.
great.
Don't you want to sit by the fire too, Rahwan?
Cold is only in your head. Keep it out of your head, and you won't be
你
cold.
先把我的手给弄好吧。他不肯过来，他说他要我把他手弄好才愿意过来。
Don't you want to sit by the...
Cold is only in your head. Keep it out of your head, and you won't be
这
cold.
个他没翻译，只能用听的了。我要先把他骗过来了，对了，他骗过来，然后让他戴上面具。
Put the mask on.
No.
No, stay away.
You'll have to overpower.
好，我要
I'm
战
going
胜
to
他。
Besides, I know.
该怎么战胜他呢？看看提示，问答记录，找出解决拉瑟万的抵抗方式。这个名称真拗口。引导他放松警惕，以便诱使进入陷阱，然后用魔法束缚他。要怎么让他放松？哦，放松嘛，传送图像哦，这样吧，传送图像，要让他放松，接近火，所以说要让他感觉到很冷。雪裂缝，一定是雪吗？这样，然后这种冰柱，冰冷的闪光，冰柱啊，然后冰冷的闪光吗？这样他就会觉得很冷了吧？哦 ，cool， 有了，他过来了。再来呢？可以了吗？然后给他戴上面具。
It only works on people. Put the mask on.
No, stay away from.
You'll have to
不
overpower.
行，还是不行，可恶！超拼，要怎么战胜他？难道要传送图像？
That's no
不
longer
再需要那个了
necessary.
还有什么？拉瑟万的项链，给他这个吗？
Do you want your necklace back? Fine. Then I'll keep it.
不行。问答记录，我再看看。进入陷阱，然后用魔法束缚他。哦，他现在应该是进入陷阱了。他的草皮，我懂。石化这个草皮。Yes。
Jewel,
他这
Asasha.
个
I've got you
抓住
now.
他了，然后戴上面具。搞定了吗？
Repeat after me. Vdan Vaskadan Esplasta
本
Quatan.
当不哇塞，这是什么？我再听一次。看，我只听得懂前面 for down first 嘛，后面我就听不懂了。一定不是第三个，因为它第二个已经是 F 开头的。我操，这是怎么选啊？好，我们选择题要用猜的。2跟3都有的音，所以应该是2吧。
Fadan Faskadan Esplasta Quatan.
Umirilo Gras Ferel Goran.
越难了，这什么啊？这是什么？再念一次好吗？
Kumurilo Fras Farel Moran.
Wrong. Once more
That's
from
all.
the beginning. Vdan Vaskadan Esplasta Quatan.
好，第二个对，第二个好，我们要认真听第二个了。 妈的，这什么咒语啊？
Fadan fascadan es plas de quatan.
Mirilo gras ferel gora.
Glass low， 哦，这个第三个，他有 grand flash 的音。
Comorilo gras ferel goran.
Bemutir
我们的地么？啥？闹呼？这是什么？然后又要猜了，应该不是第一个，因为按照选择题的方式，通常会两个很像的，所以说是2跟3。2跟3有什么差别？2跟3有什么差别？没有啊。哦，有了，这个 ARN 跟 AN， 我靠，第二个吗？真的吗？好，第二个。你是偷看攻略哈。
You've almost got it.
啊，再来一句。
Juntir quatan felontir stodan.
Quatan 什么啊？根本听不懂，这是西班牙文吗？好，一定不是第三个。好，我们猜，按照选择题一定不是第三个，所以是跟1跟2。Stodan， 什么当？什么？好，第一个。
Juntia quatan felontir sodan.
太成功了。
Remove the mask from him.
小屁呀！
Hey, what's wrong with you? Can you hear me?
Who are you? Who am I?
What's wrong with him?
He has lost his memory.
Forever?
Yes, but is that not what you wanted? He no
哇，这也
longer
太
hates
强了
you.
吧
He will help you now.
太厉害了。
There's nothing left of him. Without memories, he's just an empty husk. Not even he deserves such a fate.
But Princess,
Shut up. You've helped me. But this
他生气
goes
他
too
生气了。
far. As soon as I'm in Draconia, I'll throw you away.
how ungrateful you are, Princess. It'll be a pleasure to finally be rid of you.
生气了，傲娇公主生气了。哦，我又回来了。
Did I fall asleep again?
Thank you for the ruby, Geron.
Who said that?
谁在说话？看，见鬼了！我现在在飘摆吗？我背后灵吗？谁在讲话？寻找能够吸引嫌疑犯的东西。嫌犯好像在收集 Ruby， 一个灵巧的伪造者。不对啊，这不是前面的吗？好像不是。哦，多了一个连结。如果一个人戴上面具，吟诵里面奇怪的魔咒，面具就会夺取佩戴者所有的知识和记忆，只留下一具空壳，超可怕啊！这也太可怕了，真的啊！他把他记忆完全消除了，所以说公主超生气的，因为她觉得他这样做太过分了，你太过分了。所以我现在干什么啊？怎么办？图书馆。
Brider should look into that. I need to.
哦，没有用，秘密隔间。
According to his notes, the old codger traveled to Draconia. These are. He must have been.
我看也不是。难道是这个画画吗？素描。
Underneath it
没有什
says,
么会真的
nothing is
失落
ever
不见。
lost. A drawing of a young hunter and an even younger woman.
看起来好像没了吧，只能回去了。
By the 12.
Calm yourself,
是恶魔。
Geron. I'm not here to hurt you.
Who are you?
The mask made the Fakina dull and empty. The princess loosened his bond and let him lift her over the last hurdle, and finally stood before the gates of Draconia.
What's going on here?
Do you want to solve the riddle, Geron? Do you want to help Nuri?
Yes, but
Then prove to me that you aren't stupid.
哇！这上，哇！
Prior, save me.
Draconia's
6个
gate
元素之灵，
is guarded by 6 elemental beings. 6 beings with 6 riddles, which Sajia had to solve.
Brothers and sisters are we, to each his element. Tell us who we are, and you too shall be known to us.
You heard them. Tell the grotesque faces which element belongs to each of them, just as Sajia once did. And the path to Draconia will also be open to you.
OK， 你也太厉害了！刚才那些咒语，我只能听从他的那个念的那个他的字首音来听。他后面有的念了一串根本听不懂哦，只能判断他是念什么，是属念什么音，然后用猜的。石头，十字头部，问号。
Ice, fire,
冰火土水空气和矿石，顺序吗？
and ore. Which elemental spirit belongs to which element? Ice,
冰火土水空气和矿石。
water, air, and ore. Which elemental spirit?
哦，冰火解决6个精灵的谜题，他的轻轻抚触就能对人造成永久伤害。
Keep me fed, or I will vanish away. Keep me in check, or I will harm you. Who am I?
我哪知道你是谁啊？快！
They're staring at me as if they expect an answer.
They are, Geron. They certainly are.
Ice, fire, earth, water, air, and ore. Which elemental spirit?
I know the world like no other. One can reach through me,
哦，这是谜题。
and yet I hide the greatest secrets. Who
哦，我懂了。他这个就像我们元宵猜谜一样，他每个人都会讲一个谜语，然后你要从他的谜语知道它是什么元素。
Keep me
让我远离
far
我
from
中间
my
的姐姐。
sister in the middle. First she steals my form, and then my substance. Who
这个
am
谜
I?
语太难了吧，一点都没有元素的感觉啊！这完全没有元素的感觉啊！
Like my sister,
我有时候
I
是
am
热的，有时候
sometimes
是冷的，
hot,
而且
sometimes
总在
cold,
运动。
and
哦，
always
这
in
个稍微有
motion.
点感觉了。
But unlike her, I am always the
他
same.
说有时候是热的，有时候是冷的，然后会运动。风跟水比较有可能，因为这就是2种会运动。有时候是热的，有时候是冷的。看风跟水，有时候是热的，有时候也是冷的啊。OK， 我们要拿记事本了。左上是风或可能是火，风或是水。啊，中间呢？不对，我们直接猜一个就知道了。风或水，直接随便猜。
You are air.
哎，对了吗 ？Air， 它是风。哦，对了，风对了。左上是风。中间。
keep
喂
me
饱我，
fed,
否则
or
我会
I
消
will
失。
vanish away. Keep me in check, or I will harm you. Who am I?
那再听一次，听一次。喂饱
Keep
我
me，
否则
fed,
我会
or
消
I
失。
will vanish away. Keep me in check, or I will harm you.
好的，他会伤害人，会伤害人的人就只有冰跟火吧。冰跟火会伤害人。 冰跟火会伤害人，喂饱我，否则我会消失。那应该就指的是火吧？你要把东西丢到火里面去，它才会一直烧啊，直接拆火。
You are fire.
哦，对了，中间是火。啊。我是最有耐心的姐妹。
I shape my treasures for eons and bear the face of the world. Who am I?
妈，这啥？再听一次。我是最有耐心的。我在永久里塑造珍宝。我背负世界的面孔，那个图啊，背负世界的面孔。图。
You are Earth.
啊，对，good。
I know the world like no other.
人们可以穿越我。
And yet, I hide the greatest secrets. Who am I?
人们可以穿越我，所以说一定不是矿石。所以说风也选过，应该水吧？可以穿越嘛？可以穿越是水。
You are water.
耶，对了，剩下2个。
Of all my siblings, I was the last to come into being. I give life to all. Yet, as I give, I also take back. Who am I?
他说他是最后一个形成的矿石吗
You are ore.
哎，对了，只剩这个了。
Keep me far from my sister in the middle. First she steals my form, and then my substance. Who am I?
他说他远离中间的，他说要远离中间啊，中间是火，我跟什么不拢？水火不容，可是水已经选过，应该是冰吧？因为我们再听一次好了。因为火如果冰碰到火，那冰就会消失，就会融化。
Keep me far from my sister in the middle. First she steals my form, and then my substance. Who?
他最后一句其实不是很懂，但是前面意思应该很简单。
First she steals my form, and then my substance. Who am I?
可是我实在是不太懂他后面那一句是什么意思。
Keep me far from my sister in the middle. First she steals my form, and then my substance.
偷走我的身体我可以理解啊，因为他火碰到冰就会消失嘛，身体就不见了。可是灵魂是什么，我就不是很懂了。
You are ice.
对了吗？全对了。
Ice, fire, earth, water, air, and ore. Which
我不是配好了吗？然后呢？
I can't see.
然后呢？我不是都配好了吗？
Like my
诶，难道我配错了吗？看起来好像是错嘞，哇！啊。
Like my sister, I am sometimes hot, sometimes cold, and always in motion.
热跟冷
But
风跟水吧。可是水是右下这一个，中间是火，应该是确定的了。火冰风水，那我猜应该是这2个错，我猜我应该是这2个错。
I am the sister with the greatest patience. I shape my treasures for eons and bear the face of the world. Who am I?
水跟风调换，好，
One can
好，它是风，
You are.
然后这个是水，
You are water.
这样子呢？
ice,
看起来好像
which
I can't see him
看
very
起来是错
clearly.
的，还是调换回来吧。风，
You are.
I know the world like no other. One can reach through me, and yet I hide the greatest secrets.
水。
You are
我觉得是这两个，我觉得应该是我这两个猜错，就是右边跟右上角这个。先从右上角这个好了。
Of all my siblings, I was the last to come into being. I
是回
give
报
life
生命，
to all.
然而付出的同时，我也
As I
回去。
give, I also take
它
back.
它是土了，它是土，它是土，因为死掉嘛，死掉就在土上，然后尸体会腐化，腐化还给土，它是土啊。
You are Earth.
然后这个是应该是矿石，
I am the sister
它
with
最
the
有耐
greatest
心，
patience.
顽固明石嘛，
I shape my treasure.
它是矿石。
You are ore.
Ice. Step
有了吗？
closer.
哦，完成了，有了。
It is done. The gate to Draconia is now open to you.
I don't see anything.
Step closer.
靠近点，妈的，感觉很可怕，我存个档。
Step closer.
走近点，
Step
再走近
closer.
点。到底要多近啊？我已经觉得走很近了啊。有了，有反应了。
Is he also petrified? He's holding something in his hand. A book.
Geron, are you here?
Brider.
魔法学出来了。
Ah, you're still here. Is Ulrich upstairs?
No, he's lying back there on the floor. A heap of dust.
You can't be serious.
Maybe you should sit down. I have to show you something.
Oh, interesting. It's a diary written by an air elementalist who lived in Draconia during Sadya's times. Here, the upcoming battle in the Gorian desert, the holy army outside our gates. We were also called upon to play a part in this unparalleled bloodbath.
Do you think the book will give us a clue how to find the way to Draconia?
Oh, Geron, the book is the way to Draconia, just as any book could be a gate.
书是关键。
Oh, this looks like a good passage. Boron 19th, 590 after Bosporan's fall.
哦，第5章了。第4章完成，我们进入第5章了。
I was on my way to the laboratories of the Ore Adepts when Admiral Wahim caught me by surprise in the main corridor.
Your attitude is unacceptable, Xerxes. In 3 days, the demon hordes will fall upon Aventuria. If my army is destroyed, then it'll be your ignorance which brought us down.
Oh, Admiral, I know, but you exaggerate. We are simple elementalists. We've withdrawn to these halls because the concerns of the world weary us. We're not warriors.
You command the elements. You could set whirlwinds upon the enemy hordes with your spirits, or an infernal firestorm. Keshalri itself attests to your power.
Floating stones are one thing. War is another. You'll have to fight your little skirmish alone.
I repeated my words of the day before, emphasized that we didn't see a threat to the balance of the spheres, and even permitted myself a small, sophisticated pun on the military zeal of our times, which, to my disappointment, went over his head. And then the spirits at the gates suddenly opened the portal.
Oh, 公主是公主，公主来了。
Are you expecting someone?
No.
Welcome to the Council of the Elements. How, can I help you?
Draconia.
Is this Draconia?
Yes, the Council of the Elements in Draconia. You require the services of an elementalist?
介绍一下吧。
My name is Sadia. I come from Fazar.
Fazar?
A long way. Did you come the whole way on foot?
Yes.
进入战斗。
I'm here to join the Holy Army. I want to fight in the gore.
I'm afraid I have nothing to do with that.
Let me know if you learn any more about him.
What can you do? Can you fight? Use magic?
交出面具。
I'm looking for a prince. I'm supposed to give him this mask.
Xerxes, take her to the prince.
But I'd rather...
At once.
If you'd follow me... I must admit we are a bit, how shall I put it, surprised by your arrival. Not many people stray here. To be honest, it's also a blessing for me. The Admiral is beginning to get on my nerves. Did you know that Draconia was built by dragons? All the wonders of this world in one place. And behind every passageway lies a new surprise. And that man wants us to drop everything and fight in his ridiculous little war. Can you imagine it? May I ask what's so special about this mask?
It takes away people's memories and turns them into slaves.
That doesn't sound very pleasant.
I was told to bring it here. That's all I know.
It looks very old, as though from a very long forgotten time. Ah, time. Isn't time an astonishing thing? At first glance, everything in Draconia seems so gigantic, and we seem so small. But that is nothing in comparison to the monumental size of the time which slumbers in these halls. According to our understanding, this is the oldest structure in Aventuria, almost as old as time itself. I hope you have healthy lungs. The stairway is horrible.
这个楼梯要人命，是很高是吧？讲一讲，突然讲一个心肺健
And
全。
here's another ancient wonder that leaves us absolutely awestruck. A star system, but fascinatingly not our own. Who built it? And why? Does it show the past or a distant future? I propose that it shows both. And another staircase.
它是没有脚吗？不用挑的。
Ah, the zucchini. I love zucchini.
Why is Draconia so empty? I thought you were about to go to war. Where's the army?
Wrong. We, that is the Council, have decided to stay out of this war. We're being pressured to change our minds, but as long as the balance of the spheres isn't disturbed, we see no reason to do so.
Blast it. Does that mean there's no army here?
Yes, there is. Over there. The Flying Fortress
哇，
Keshalri.
飞行要塞，
A masterpiece of elemental air magic.
会飞的要塞，天空之城。
Do you have any more questions before I take you to the prince?
我没有腿，我其实还蛮好奇的，没有腿。
What's wrong with your legs?
I was born with very weak legs. So weak that they didn't grow with the rest of my body. Since then, an air spirit has carried me through life.
The Holy Army is in the fortress?
Yes, an entire army of clerics. A second army is currently marching from Zorgan to Gore. In 3 days, the two forces will meet right before the plateau and enter the battle together. All that effort just to die. Tragic.
最后一个王子。
Who is the prince?
The fortress is carried by hundreds upon hundreds of air spirits, bound in special crystals, so-called floating stones. The prince is a master of domination magic. He ensures that the spirits remain in the stones and do what is asked of them.
But why a prince?
As Admiral Vahim always puts it so nicely, in times like these, one takes what one can get.
Take me to the fortress. I must see this prince.
And once again, you draw hasty, false conclusions. The prince is no longer in the fortress, but rather here, in this
王
hole.
子在洞穴里，
Take my hand.
我跳下去了吗？不，这是王子吗？
Right, there we
这
are.
王子也太
I lured you into a pretty trap, eh? Yes. The prince is a prisoner, and yes, you played into his hands. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
What did he do?
He tampered with the floating stones of the flying fortress. He is evil, and thus we've taken him prisoner. You don't know anything about this?
This room is a prison?
Draconia has no dungeon, so we had to do a bit of thinking. We're directly above the sphere's observatory here. The magic of the observatory keeps the matrix of this room stable, which makes it impossible to do magic here. You understand the principle?
No.
Well, it's really quite simple.
面具，
What does the prince want with the mask?
Who knows? I didn't even know until now that such an artifact existed.
哦，我是无辜的，放我
Let me
走。
go. I brought the mask here under a misunderstanding. I'm innocent.
I know. On the way up here, I cast a few spells on you. I know that you mean no evil.
好啊
Well,，then
我被冲康了。
Before I let you go, give me the mask, your staff, and the dagger. It can be no other way.
我被冲康了。
Please stay away from him. Or I'll have to push you into the abyss.
how droll.
I'm waiting.
所以说，我要把东西给他是吗？
Now, all that's missing is the staff and the mask.
我可以拿给王子吗。
Please stay away
我不
from
行
him.
合理啦。
And now the mask.
What kind of place is this?
We have no dungeon here in Draconia. That's why we converted the hollow space above the observatory into a prison. The elemental balance and the harm in this atmosphere no more.
深渊底下深渊好，面具嘛合理啦。
I'll be right back.
哦，他走了，那真他其实他是坏蛋吧？他把我东西全部拿走了，然后把我留在孤男寡女留在监牢里面。
Thank you for bringing it here.
Had I known you were behind this, I would have thought twice about it.
这王子不
Hello,
是帅，
Kasim. It's me, Sadia.
Satya?
他认识他吗？
Satya! How long has it been?
Since you had me thrown out of the palace, long enough to leave those
Hello,
times
sir.
behind me.
As if anything has changed since then. I'm still the sole heir of the Mogul dynasty. And you're nothing.
That's where you're mistaken. I'll go into battle against the demon hordes, and I will triumph. All of Avestan will know my name, and everyone will fall to their knees before me in awe.
You really believe that?
对
You
哦，他们一
can't
个是公
change
主
who
嘛，
you
一
are,
个是
Satya.
哎
You'll
哇，
always be the same
所以他们是
person
兄
you
妹。
always were. Second
或
class.
可能是姐弟。
Insignificant. My name, on the other hand, my name will be immortal.
哦，这个
Take my hand. I'll take you to a more comfortable place.
啊，他放我走啊。
How do you think they knew each other?
He is a prince, she's a princess.
兄妹
Maybe
对
they're
啊，兄妹。
siblings. What I find much more puzzling is how the maid knew about their conversation. He wasn't there, and yet it's written in his journal.
Keep reading.
I took the woman to her chambers. It was obvious that she knew the prince, yet I still couldn't find any malevolence in her. In order to keep an eye on her, I commanded one of my invisible air spirits to continue watching her. Aha!
啊，他们啊哈什么我完全
I'll
不懂
leave you
啊。
alone.
哦，就是把风
Get
之影
some
给
rest.
把
You'll
风之影
need
留
your
这边监
strength
视他。
tomorrow when we send you home.
I didn't come here only to be sent back.
You wear the instrument of a traitor. I doubt Admiral Vahim's going to welcome such a person to his fortress.
Let me talk to him.
There's water on the table. I'll have fresh vegetables brought to you soon. We'll meet again at dawn. Good night.
Good night.
If you won't talk to the Admiral, then I'll do it myself.
And please stay in your room.
公主生气了，哇！善心人，莫名其妙就捡到情，这应该是剧情成就吧？给他所有东西，哦，把所有东西给他，就会拿到这成就啊。
Never. I'm tired. But if I fall asleep, they'll take me back to Fazar at dawn. That must not happen.
不能睡觉。看我们要干啥？劝说司令带你去战场，想办法联系未曾谋面的将军。哦，这边又多了一个关键，又多了一个 link。格洛安沙漠即将……哦，不对，这次看过。这个吗？我是要点这个啊，这个什么？好像不能点，好吧？一位旧相识，法沙的卡西姆王子。啊，两个人互呛就对了。两个人互呛，这是谁？哦，这是那个。好，我们看我们接下来干什么？床、植物。
It feels like wax.
感觉像蜡。
I travelled the Rashtulian Wall, so I've already seen more than enough plants.
床。
Mustn't look at it for too long.
哦，看了就想睡觉。空中堡垒。
How? They locked me up in here. Tomorrow the fortress will set. The world must recognize.
我们偷偷跑出去可以吗？
I must join the battle. Let me talk to the Admiral.
I'm truly sorry, but no. And now, please go back and sleep.
哇！我被带回来了。好吧，我被带回来了。唉，好吧，我们看我们只有两个关键点：植物跟床。
Never. That must.
他绝对不想睡觉，所以说只有这个植物了。
The leaves are swaying
叶
in
子
the
在
wind,
风中摇曳。
but there's no wind here.
哦，风精灵在这里。风之灵。
Hey, you're an air spirit, aren't you?
Come here.
Come to me.
叫他过来，结果他不过来啊。
Come to me.
他不过来的哦，看来过来是不行，不能点过来。看我说话。
Talk to me. Why are you here?
他也不说话。看我玩。
Let's play.
好像有用哦。好像有用哦，不一样啊。
Let's be friends.
看跳舞当朋友不行。
Let's fly.
Fly。看起来没有用，没有变化。跳舞吧。
Let's dance.
综艺场。
Let's play hide and seek.
哦，有了。你藏我找，我藏你找，你藏魔法师找，你把我藏起来，魔法师找。应该是这个吧。
You hide, and then I have a better idea.
看来果然是第四个选项。你把我藏起来，然后魔法师就来找我了。
We'll both hide from the mages. What shall we do? They would find us right away in this room.
飞起来了 ，I can fly。我人呢？我飞去哪了？哦，原来可以这样。上屋顶、天文台、客房、大厅，右边窗户、左边窗户。问号问号问号，感觉起来就是要去问号问号问号吧。我们先到处看看有啥。哦，土之灵嫌疑犯。
You are the woman from Fazar, correct? Weren't you sent to your room?
Isn't that strictly my business?
I'll just ask Xerxes. Xerxes!
哦，好，不能乱闯。这个嫌疑犯是干嘛的？为什么有个嫌疑犯
Oh, there you are again. Xerxes?
啊，不行，看来不能去屋顶了。天文台呢？天体。龙之厅，去外面，上屋顶，去外面。
What kind of sound is that? I've never heard anything like it. They appear to be floating.
号角。
The horns can be turned.
这是可以解谜的吗？
3 horns on a platform. War is raging outside, and the mages are listening to the spheres. But if the demons win, there'll be nothing left to listen to. The horns can't be turned. The horns can't be turned towards each other. The horns.
不是很懂这个，应该不是很重要的东西吧？我没办法转，还是要用魔法？不对，我现在不能用魔法。
The horns.
好吧，放弃吧。
Please return to your room.
大厅不行，左边房间，右边窗户什么？哦
Xerxes!
啊，不行，只要一被人发现，就会被叫什么色洗。哎，可以耶，过来嘞！这什么矿之灵？
In the meantime, I learned to fly without one. No time for idle. It smells terrible. Street merchants use this to thrash little children when they catch them stealing. And now, where shall I put it?
这可以用哦。我拿了水壶。
I can see the heat rise above it.
拿好玩的吧？哦
Xerxes!
被发现啊！哎，魔杖哎，魔石可以拿吗？啊，不行，一走过去，一走过去被他看到哦，不能走过去。好吧，那我们玩完了，只能去最下面了。问号问号问号。 Oh, 将军。
Is that her?
Yes, but what is she doing here?
Admiral?
I thought the evil mage had locked you up in his tower.
Yes, but I jumped out of the window.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Eh, Wahib?
Take me with you to the battle. I won't disappoint you.
And she has courage.
Yes, but no weapon. Besides, she almost played into Kasim's hands. I think it's too risky.
我是无辜的。
I didn't know about the prince's plan.
I heard, but how do I know that you won't unknowingly aid him again? As long as we don't know his plans, I won't take any further risks.
证明无辜。
You want to learn the prince's plans? Then let me see him.
Out of the question. That could be exactly what he wants. Stay away from that bastard.
武器
What sort of weapon do I need in order to come with you?
We're fighting against demons, so something blessed would be good. Bring me some kind of weapon, and my companion will take care of the blessing. He's a deont.
Diont would be more like it.
Ariakos, please.
受祝福的武器。
Does it matter what sort of weapon I bring you?
Something you fought with before. Leave everything else to my cleric.
战斗。
What do you know about the battle?
It is said that the demon lord Borbarad is planning an invasion of the damned in the Gorian desert, and Rohal the Wise will oppose him. Rohal's troops have been preparing for the big day for months in Zorgan. Meanwhile, more and more demon scum are forcing their way out of Borbarad's portal into the Gorian desert.
A lot of effort for a slaughter that will only last a few hours.
However it may end, it will...
哦，不一样了，飞行要塞。
Why a flying fortress?
No matter what, we must prevent the plague of demons from spreading. That's why we're carrying the battle directly to Borbarad's door. No living thing has ever faced so many creatures from the nether hells as we will in 3 days' time.
You should know, demon...
One must lure them onto sacred ground, and since we can't do that, we'll bring the sacred ground to them. Keshalri is a monument built to carry the light of the gods into the middle of...
恶魔军团。
What will it be like to fight against demons?
Horrible. There's nothing more terrible than being exposed to the madness of such a creature.
They don't act or think as their bodies are not made of flesh and blood. And they're almost invulnerable.
How does one kill something like that?
With blessed weapons. A lot of luck, courage.
And a gigantic flying fortress.
Why are you anchored outside Draconia?
The air elementalists helped us build. We had hoped they would continue to...
But they're only interested in elements and the harmonies of the...
The council will merely send a group of observers.
Good. Then there'll be someone who can tell the world about me.
That would be much too selfless for that bunch.
The elementalists have long planned to withdraw from the fate of the world. They expect that the battle will make this decision easier for them.
In other words, they hope it'll be so disgustingly bloody that they'll never...
If that ivory tower still exists at that point.
I'll be back soon.
看起来好像没了。
I'll be back soon.
就讲完话。
I'll be back soon. He commands the flying. They're planning their attack.
啥锐步？ 提灯，地下大厅。
This flame sounds different. It almost appears to be singing. Something's different about this lamp.
有什么用吗？不过不能拿就是了。印章。
It's oddly warm, just like everything down here. That looks like it's an image of the mask. But what is it doing here, in Draconia?
Many unexpected things rest in these halls, my lady. Draconia practically lives off this mysterious aura.
There's nothing else in these vaults, just this one room.
我不能去地下大厅。
We're in the foundation of the...
跟随河流的路线。去笼子，我们不能去大厅，去大厅会被发现。感觉好像就只有那个吧。我们要去天文台解谜吧，那个什么号角，是吧？看看提示，感觉就是这个玩意啊。得知王子的计划，并报告给司令。使用古代科技来窃听王子，古代科技就这个吧？古代黑科技，号角。这要怎么用啊？号角。天体。
What kind of sound is that? I've never heard anything. What kind of... I've never heard... They appear to be floating. What kind of... I've never...
是这个吗？哦
What is that? It sounds like a whisper.
低语。这是什么？随便点吗？有用吗？
3 horns on a platform. War is raging outside, and the mages are listening to the spheres. But if the demons win, there'll be nothing left to listen to. They appear to be floating. What kind of... I've never heard...
这个也太多了吧？是要选三个号角，然后要照到正确的天体。
The whisper is getting louder.
低语的声音越来越大。选最大颗的吗？
The whisper is getting softer again.
不是这个吗？没有用。
3 horns. War is raging, but if the demons win...
看一下问答有没有提示好啊？用古代科技窃听王子，这个古代科技也太难了。号角，这样子吗？
The whisper is getting louder.
越来越大声，越来越大声，这个对了，就是这个。
You must find the garden. The name is in the garden, and without the name, the mask is worthless.
I know, but where shall I begin? No one here knows where it is, let alone whether it even exists.
It does exist, but to find it, you need the mask. I'm so close. While the most powerful men in Avestan smash heads in the Gorian desert, I'll restore the realm of my fathers, and there will be no one left to stand in my way.
Is this the same garden the staff spoke of? What is Kasim planning?
还有吗？还能听吗？好像没了，不能听啊！我现在知道计划，还有什么花园的，可是还是没有反应哎。难道他会讲什么别的不一样的吗
The horns.
他不讲话，哦，不讲话，哇，不讲话。我们现在知道计划，只知道计划而已啊，什么花园的。回客房吗 ？No， 可以睡觉啊。
Never. I'm tired. That must.
应该是要拿武器吧，这样的话将军就会让我打仗啊。可是他怎么拿武器？扫帚。
In the meantime, I learn.
没用。茶几。
No time for idle.
水壶。
And now, where?
我放哪里？放火炉上吧。
I can see the heat.
哦。
Xerxes.
哦，这样子是吧？哦，我懂了。 把水壶拿过来，
And now,
放到这边，然后我人赶快出去，然后从右边，耶，拿匕首了，然后呢，磨石。
Xerxes!
所以我们现在有武器，我们可以去找将军了吧？我拿到武器，你可以帮我祝福武器吗？
there are 7 runes in.
把武器拿给将军看看。
Bless this weapon for me.
有了。
A simple dagger.
I'm fast and agile with it. It has done me loyal service.
That's enough for me. However, the blessing will take some time. Pick it up from me later.
他说要等哦，就说要等多
Is
久啊？
that the gory?
Yes. Hordes will it.
I'll be back soon.
哎，王子的计划，跟他讲计划。
I eavesdropped on the prince. He's looking for some garden. He wants to use it to seize power after the battle.
Surely not the Garden of Oblivion.
You know something about it?
Well, yes. It's just a legend, but they say there's a hidden cave somewhere in the Rushtoolian Wall, near the volcano Rushtool Kansharot. The cave bears the name the Garden of Oblivion, because everything that takes place there is forgotten by time itself, whatever that means.
Does the legend also mention a mask?
Yes, there was something about that, but I'd have to do some research to be sure.
That doesn't sound like something I need to concern myself with. If Kasim's attention is really on a cave in the Rushtoolian Wall and not on the battle, then he's no longer my problem, so we can safely turn our attention towards our actual goal.
Oh?
The Garden of Oblivion? Have you ever heard of that?
No, never. The story gets stranger from page to page. I may be mistaken. Something about this garden feels wrong. I can't say what just yet.
Keep reading.
Admiral Wahim turned a deaf ear to every warning, but I felt the danger emanating from this garden. The girl, on the other hand, had tasted blood. I think she imagined the garden was something that could help her achieve her ambitions, only she didn't know precisely how.
Well, are you taking me with you or not?
I don't know what you think, Wahim, but I like her.
All right then. We set sail at dawn. Rest until then. The cots in Keishalri are far less comfortable than those here. You've come just in time, Xerxes. The girl has just joined our army, which in my eyes makes her a good bit more sensible than your entire council.
All right. If you vouch for her, as long as she doesn't hurl us all into disaster, I don't care.
He didn't like that at all.
Quite right. Well, back to the fortress for me. Here's to a glorious battle, you two.
I'm going to look round the library a bit. The talk of this Garden of Oblivion has made me curious.
我要上听了，上 Long Dragon。 黑暗的角落。
They would have immediately. Who built these? Who built?
看起来是要去这里吧，黑暗的角落。
How odd! Light is falling on the corner, and yet it's as dark as the deepest night. I hear a whisper, like something evil lives there. What's that? In the center of the darkness, there's a pedestal. And on top of that, feels like a lamp. I'll take it.
Whoa.
Huh? Did the darkness come from the lamp then?
黑暗的灯。然后呢？去天文台不对吧？议会厅。拿了什么？拿了黑暗。现在要去哪？和图书馆的技师谈论关于遗忘花园的事情。图书馆的入口在正门的右边。这里吗？去外面，去外面，上屋顶，去外面。所以说不是吧？去大厅。过大厅还真大，走好慢啊！哪个大厅啊？问号问号。矿池实验室、客房？问号问号问号问号，这么多问号问号。今天看什么矿石实验室什么玩意？Xerxes.
Calm down. I'm allowed to leave my room now.
实验室。
What sort of room is this?
A workshop.
And what do you do here?
As an ore elementalist, I study stones and crystals.
And dangerous artifacts.
Those too. What?
What are you studying now?
An elemental sphere. Don't bother me, I have a good feeling right now. The work is going very smoothly.
What do you know about this mask here?
I don't like it. It gives me an uneasy feeling.
Examine the mask.
Later.
When later?
Please, stop harassing me with your annoying questions. I feel good about this sphere right now. I need to make use of this inspiration.
You only research things that give you a good feeling?
I associate warmth and light with the sphere. With the mask, I associate only cold flesh and death. Does that answer your question?
How are you feeling now?
I associate warmth and light with the mask.
Have you taken a closer look at the stuff on the table?
Briefly.
And?
It is ensouled. Longer study will show what lies within.
Aha.
他不理我。问号问号问号。
What's that?
You wouldn't understand, even if I were willing to explain it to you.
他不理我。
What are you doing there?
I'm a researcher. How's that? Stay away. This artifact might be dangerous.
他不让我拿走。
What is this then?
It's a whetstone. I'm indifferent towards it. It just serves its purpose.
我突然觉得他一定觉得我很烦，一直问他。哦，拿了酒杯，元素式酒杯。
The stone tablet is broken.
Don't remind me. I tripped and now it's ruined. Every time I think about it, I almost lose my will to live.
所以你需要听一下勇气吗？我放个勇气
What are
给你
these
听。
rocks?
Don't be arrogant. They're not mere rocks. They're ores, and very important and valuable to me.
我可以拿走它吗？
It looks as though we're finally rid of each other. Aren't you talking to me anymore?
不说话了。
As you wish. What happened to Rahwan was terrible. I hope you know that.
法杖不说话了。OK。这个元素式酒杯可以干嘛？拿来丢它。
Later, I may still need the goblet.
Oh.
Hey! No answer. A stone face is protruding from the wall. It's winking at me.
拜拜。
They chained it to the table.
法杖不讲话了。
It's broken. A pile of rocks. A round piece of rock. How can I get him to examine it? I must learn more about it. It's aligned with this. I've never seen anything. He's as hard-edged as a.
看来这边探索完毕了，没什么东西了。但是我们拿了一个酒杯，我不知道是可以干嘛，就拿了吧。好多问号。嘿，哎，直接跑出来了。哦，好。这里还有2个问号，这里也有一个问号。哦，这是图书馆是吧？冰雕哎，这也太大了吧！我靠，这有好几层楼高。
It's ice cold. Someday they'll erect a statue like this for me.
在幻想啊。
It's shiny and clean. Just a moment, there's an odd indentation.
哎呦，这啥？这不是那个手吗？
I see water on the other side. There's an odd indentation.
看起来没啥。暂停一下，上个厕所。Yes, we know。哇哦，这个书我刚刚是看到这个书会翻动哎，去阅览室。哇，又是一个走超久啊。走过来了。书架。
Do you see anything that interests you?
No, nothing.
Do you see?
No. Why is it so cold here?
The Library of Draconia is supervised by the ice faculty. Writing is like ice. It freezes a moment in time. In this case, for eternity.
符文。
What kind of runes are these?
No, those are the symbols of the 6 elements. That's the symbol for Earth, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
That's probably the... That symbol? That symbol represents
我
ice.
根本要把这些符文记起来吧，感觉之后会有用。
The ice gin in these halls has shown me the way to an ancient text. It's one of the few in which the Garden of Oblivion is mentioned.
And?
It's a travelogue by a mage named Halef ben Jalif. He was a servant of one of the Mogul mages and sent out to find the garden.
Which Mogul mage?
The last of the Moguls, Malakar. Unfortunately, he never found the garden, and fearing punishment, he began to hide from his master's lackeys. He feared that if he were found, they would, here I quote, first place the mask on me, and then transform me into a lifeless artifact.
What sort of artifact?
Who knows? Perhaps a ring or a bracelet.
Or a staff?
Those old Moguls really knew how to ruin someone's life.
What was his name again?
He was called Halef ben Jalif. I wonder if they ever caught him.
Halefu.
What else do you know about Ben Jalif?
Not much. He was given the mask and sent out to find the garden. That's all it says here.
What does the log say about the garden?
It says that some sort of magic word is buried in the garden. A word that will awaken the true power of Malakar's mask. And that 3 secret chambers will point the way there. The rest is just incoherent nonsense.
Are you sure?
Yes. The search for the garden must have gone to Jalif's head. He babbles that the place was created by an ancient entity, a servant of time, and that Satinav, the Lord of Time, separated the garden from our spheres, so that nothing that happens in the garden would have consequences for our reality. Then there's something about lies that become truth and a hole in the Book of Time. Obviously the inventions of a half-wit.
3 chambers show the way?
Yes, their entrances are located somewhere in Draconia. Keep an eye out for this symbol.
Whoa.
You can have the pages if you like.
Thank you.
However, to open the chambers, you need to have the mask with you. Until you have the mask, there's no point in searching for the chambers.
Are you inciting me to steal?
I'm only here to pass on knowledge. What you do with it is your business and yours alone.
The garden was created by a servant of time?
Correct. They say this servant sleeps in the 3 chambers and waits for a mage to wake him.
Does it have to be a mage?
Yes. Only the presence of magic will disturb his sleep.
Who is Satinav?
Satinav is the guardian of time. He watches over the Book of Time and makes sure that no one disturbs or changes the things written there.
Has anyone ever seen him?
No. He's only a legend.
There's a spell buried in the garden which will waken the true power of the mask. What is its true power?
It says here that the mask presents its bearer with a choice. He either decides for sweet oblivion or to undo things which once happened, as if they never came to pass.
That sounds very powerful.
Oh yes, it does. More than a few would murder for such power.
That's enough for now.
You know, I find it curious that you've never heard anything about this at all. I noticed your tattoo. You're a descendant of Malakar yourself, aren't you?
Yes.
Have you learned nothing from your forefathers?
No. I'm hearing about all this for the first time.
And our prince, above the observatory. He's your brother, isn't he? I just wonder what drives you. An uncanny determination glows in your eyes. Either you'll achieve the impossible, or you'll descend into the deepest madness.
I won't be stopped.
I only want to warn you. Please, take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. 哦，不讲了。
Nice to see you again, girl.
See you later.
Keep me up to date.
看我们都完成一个进度哦。现在有一个画啥用？我觉得他是想把妹吧，看到妹子就一直跟他讲话。如果今天来的是男的，他可能就不理我了。让研究者研究面具，好，我们要去找那个什么矿什么沟的，让他研究面具。研究员只有在将面具美好的事情联系起来。哦，我懂啊。哎呦，和魔杖和好吧，你就能重获咒语。我们要去找魔杖啊，我们要去找那个很嘴的魔杖啊。和魔杖和好，来吧，我们去找魔杖。图书馆，这里还有一个问号哎，能过去吗？哇哦，这是啥？纪念碑壶，这是啥？
A single hand rests in the center of the ornament. An underground lake. Another dragon monument. These halls seem to have no end. Only a little light is shining through. It's only a part of the seal. Something's still missing. I feel a rhythm, like a heartbeat.
壶有心跳。
Hey, hey! Hello! Satya Al-Kabir! Hey, hey!
居然还有回音。
Behind it, I can see the shape of.
看一下这，等一下，待会是要解谜的地方吧？影片还是先做正事吧，先去找那个研究员。研究员要怎么去啊？哦，这里矿石研究室。看一下问答记录。 诶，这多了一个问号，多了一个连结。可是好像没啥意义。诶，哦，萨迦的魔杖曾经是这个简体字我不会念，蒙图尔吗？ 原来他是马拉卡的仆人，他失败了。使用面具夺去他的记忆，把它变成一根魔杖。对，这个，他这个没搬出，他这个没有，他这个没有段落啊，他怎么没有 enter？ 急是什么？蒙兀尔哦。 图物嘛，突然想起来，图物蒙兀尔，所以说他这一根魔杖是马拉卡的人吧，所以说他跟这个公主是有一点关系的。大法师马拉卡的仆人，这个公主是那个马拉卡的孙辈就对了，所以说这根魔杖跟他是有一点关系的。 我们来找魔杖的和好事吧。
I know now who you are. Your name is Halef Ben Jalif. You were Malaka's servant. He sent you to find the Garden of Oblivion. but you only made it as far as Draconia. As a punishment, the mask was placed on you. Your memory was stolen, and you were made into what you are now.
哦，原来他是受害者就对了。
Yes.
这啥？模式密码吗？
What did the staff say?
It's not written here. The air elementalist could only write down what his spirit observed, not what happened inside his mind.
Rats! I've been waiting for this moment for so long, and now this.
So you're a victim of the mask yourself.
他也是受害者。
I suppose I can forgive you.
哦，有那么多魔法出来了，所以我们和好了吗？现在该怎么办？可以拿走它吗？不行，没办法拿走它。看一下提示，让研究者研究面具。和魔杖和好吧，你就能重启咒语。所以说我们已经和好了，然后但是要让这个研究者研究面具就对了。要怎么研究面具啊？我们重新得到法术、石化、传送图像、激活。
I have to know something.
What?
How are you feeling now?
I associate warmth and light with the sphere. With the mask, I associate only cold flesh.
不行啊，不能让它石化，石化就不好研究啦。哎，怎么又没摸？好像要摸着它，好像摸着它才会有咒语。我觉得，难道真拿石化吗？不会吧。
Weren't you once able to petrify people entirely? Maybe you'll recall how you did that.
看起来是不对的。激活吗
That only works with magic artifacts.
激活面具 ？No， 不行。激活这问号问号 ？No， 不行。杯
That only works with magic.
矿石
That only works with.
茶几
That only work. That only work.
还是这个石像脸。哦，不对，我们要一直摸着魔杖。再看一下问答记录吧。哦，有了这一段话，研究员只有在将面具和美好事物联系起来的时候，才会研究它。哦，美好事物联系起来，那就是那个传送图像。传送图像。要怎么美好啊？要让他研究面具嘛，所以一定要有面具。茶、火炉、磨石杯、魔杖，要让他感觉到美好。好难哦。茶吗？水晶？问号吗？
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
哦，好像有点效果了。好，试试看。发光的球。
That won't lead to anything.
不行，要先点人物。发光的球。磨石。 这样不可以吧？
My good feeling about the sphere is fading, but I still feel it.
不对，不是这样。这啥？酒杯可以干嘛？给他吗？
Later, I may still need. That'll never work. I can't lose.
所以说，球、面具、矿石。
The mask no longer seems.
不对，不能这样啊。面具。
I mustn't lose.
面具，光球，然后还有杯。没有反应，就是连讲话都不讲啊，没有反应。这个选择看起来是错的，没有反应。这个选择看起来是错的，他没有反应。黑暗，难道是画吗？可以点酒杯。矿石、面具是一定要选的。
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent.
火炉吗？不行。这个画有用吗？
I don't even know where I should. I'd rather not. Better not. No, I mustn't lose. That won't get me anywhere.
水晶好，可是这应该是感觉它应该会让他感觉到冷冷的吧？点点看。看起来没有反应，没有反应。直接点。
I mustn't lose sight of my goal.
他说把这个火炉
It's hot.
之后，把酒杯丢到火炉这边。
That won't lead to any. I mustn't. No.
这个酒杯感觉是有用的，只是我不知道该怎么用它。
They chained it to the.
火炉，这样他会觉得应该美好才对啊。看 看起来是这样还是错的。
I don't see any.
茶几。
The mask no longer seems quite so repellent, but I still get bad vibrations from it.
哦，茶几感觉也是很重要的，点了茶几它就会讲话。这样子啊。
The mask no longer seems quite so.
That'll never.
The mask no longer.
还是我要先让他讨厌。对啊，这样的话他会讨厌面，这样更讨厌面具了。
With the mask, I associate.
I don't even know where I.
I would break off my work on the sphere, but there's no good alternative at the moment.
哦，好，那我们不要求哦，好，我们不要求试试看。面具、火炉、茶几。 面具点过了吧？茶几吗？
How repulsive. How can something so beautiful conjure such ill feelings? Time to devote myself to something nicer.
我猜对了吗？也猜对了，中了。
So that's it.
Is there anything new?
The mask is a reservoir. It stores memories.
Sure, by draining them from people.
Yes, but that's trivial. What's really fascinating is that it stores everything which happens around it. It's as though it observes the world in silence and takes note of everything. If we were to succeed in reversing its effect, we would have access to an enormous archive of past times. I have a good feeling about this.
它里面有很多人的记忆，它是超大容量的随身碟。
How can the magic of the mask be reversed?
That sort of thing takes time. I would attempt to weave a modification of a reverse Salis into a gemstone and then attach that to the mask. If the spell inside the mask is then recited, it should have the converse effect. Instead of emptying the wearer, it would begin to transmit stored memories to him.
逆转面具的魔法。
I want you to reverse the effect of the mask.
That will take time. Besides, I lack an appropriate gemstone.
I want you.
That will beside.
宝石是吧？我好像有一个，这个吗？给他。
Take this ruby, weave the reversal spell into it, and reverse the effect of the mask.
I told you, it isn't that easy. First, I need to examine the quality of the stone. Possibly grind it again.
We don't have time for that. I want to know what the mask knows.
对研究者施压，礼貌的询问。好，我要当个礼貌的人。
Please, you have to do it.
I will, but not yet. Such hasty action would be much too risky.
用啊，妈，敬酒不吃吃罚酒，施压。
Do as I tell you.
Do it.
Such an intervention is dangerous.
I need everything I can get my hands on in order to survive in the gore. My life is at stake here, so do it.
碎碎念了。
You'll now become either completely stupid or entirely enlightened.
我靠，他戴上面具了。
Fadan fascadan, esplasta quatan, murilor, gras farel goran, ulbe mutir, gerul felan,
讲一些听不懂。
juntir quatan, feluntir sudan.
哇，一片空白了。
Hey, can you hear me?
I had a vision.
Someone else's memory? So it worked!
You sound surprised.
You're very lucky that you're still able to speak. What else did you learn? Did you learn any new skills? If so, show me.
哦，录了啥？激活，激活啥？我要激活啥？魔法装置，好像只能激活这个、啊。哦。
You can cast spells?
I only remember this one spell. No, wait. There's more.
The more frequently you call upon the memories in the mask, the more they'll be accessible to you. Take off the mask. Do you still remember?
No. The spells are gone.
As I suspected, the effect is only active as long as you wear the mask. Put it on again and cast the second spell.
哦，又多了一个传送图案。看传送图案真的很难哎。传送给他吗？又要选了。我操，要选啥？看一下提示吧。我觉得传送真的超难的。将黑暗变为光明，用你所有找到材料完成弧上符号。不对啊，我现在不是这个。遵循魔法师指令是这个吗？不行。接连施展咒语，这样研究员就能明白你的新能力。然后再来是密室。好啊，不知道哎，传送图案。好，随便背。矿石。水晶。
Stop playing with my thoughts. Let me try one more thing. Remove the ruby and put the mask on again.
拖拖穿穿，拖拖带带。
Can you still cast spells?
Yes. I remember more and more.
Ha! I'm brilliant! Once the ruby has created a connection between the wearer and the mask, the bond remains even without the stone. That's enough for now. Give me the mask and you can go.
是啥？实话，我应该不能把面具丢给他吧？所以说，实话你，哇，哦，他变，
He was turned into a small crystal.
他变一个小水
I
晶
suppose
了。
the spell
为
isn't
什么
very
这么大
precise
一个人
about
会
what
变水
sort of
晶？
stone it transforms someone into.
研究员变一个小水晶了。
He was turned into a small crystal. I suppose the spell isn't very precise about what sort of stone it transforms someone into. He was turned in. I suppose the spell isn't very precise about what sort of stone it transforms someone into.
好吧，拜拜。我可以把这魔杖拿走吗？
Yes, that's true. They chained it to the
锁在桌
table.
上拿不走，好吧？我们现在应该是要开始找密室了吧？魔法红宝石，应该找密室了，来看看吧。进入德科尼亚的地幕，找到面具的符号。德科尼亚的地基。图书馆、客房。要去哪里啊？哇！黑暗。
I'd rather not.
先找第一个密室好了。第一个，德科尼亚的地基，找到面具的符号。符号应该就是那个吧？我们到处都看，也不是到处啊，就常常看，就是搜索的时候都有看到一些奇怪的符号。我想想看啊，湖好像有一个，然后图书馆那边也，湖有吗？我知道图书馆有，然后那个什么跟将军见面那个地方也有。这叫议会厅。就这个，指这个符号。哦，这啥？植物，凳子，植物。
I could petrify them all with my spell.
我现在要干嘛？
I could pet. I feel the mask in my pocket. It's pulling me, drawing me there.
动，不要，戴上面具了。现在呢？石化吗？石化这些植物吗？
Who is doing magic in my chamber? I've slept for so long. Please, awaken me with your magic.
Nothing is happening.
石化。
All of a sudden, I'm getting so sleepy.
再来。
All of a sudden, I'm getting so sleepy.
他只会讲童话话了。
All of a sudden, I'm getting so sleepy. All of a sudden.
Nothing is. I'd rather not. Petrify, petrify. I can feel the gaze of the eye in the back of my neck. I can feel the gaze of the eye in the back of my neck.
现在怎么弄？石化吗？
Nothing is happening.
All of it. All of.
全部解除看看。
All of. All of. All of. All of
a sudden I'm...
都一样啊，没有变。
Nothing is... No, I can feel... Better not.
其他就说他激活他。哦，有。
Don't be frightened. Remain seated. There's something you should know. Listen well, and you will understand.
哇，召唤出来了。
Once there was Satinav, the guardian of time. Satinav wrote everything that happened, was going to happen, and had happened in his book of time. Anyone who deviated from the path written in the book or sought to rewrite time was punished by Satinav with the worst punishment that could ever be inflicted on anyone. He ripped the poor soul from its existence as if it had never been there at all. What no one remembers is that Satinav had a servant. Me, the Djinn of Time, Nemoremnon. In the name of my lord I roamed the ages, punishing heretics and healing the rents in the fabric of time that their heresy had caused. I was powerful, and yet I was only a servant to the boundless tyranny of a careworn master. Then came the day on which everything would change. When a woman came before Satinav with her dead son, she begged for the life of her child, for an adjustment of time. But Satinav, in his infinite cruelty, would not listen. I, however, took pity on the creature, and in an act of boundless benevolence, I created my mightiest tool, a mask. My mask. And I gave it to the creature, so that never again would anyone lose something so precious.
面具是这个什么时间的仆人制造的。哦，我完成了第一个密室了。寻找第二密室，找到所有6种元素并按正确键。这个那个图书馆，在那个图书馆那边。图书馆不去来着。哦，好像在大厅那边，在大厅的右边，进入大厅的右边。大厅，然后这里图书馆。就是这个。
I see water on the other side. There's an odd indentation.
那这要怎么用？
The indentation is shaped like one of the hands in the seal, but it's not complete. I see water. There's an odd indentation.
Mm-hmm. 找到所有6种元素，并按正确的顺序放置。将黑暗变为光明。好难啊！将黑暗变为光明。再看一次。刚刚的它是什么？将黑暗变为光明。 用你所能找到的所有材料完成符上的符号。那第二个是什么？找到所有6种元素，并按正确的顺序放置。把黑暗变光明是这个吗？
That won't get me anywhere.
不行。要把这个变成光明是吧？ 这个吗？这样子。
Is it possible to reverse the effect of the darkness?
哦，
Yes, now it's as bright as the sun.
哦，逆转的黑暗，我靠！然后呢？有用吗？
The light of the lamp
灯
is
光
shining
穿透
through.
过来。
I see water on the other side.
我要去看那个什么地下湖。地下湖。哇，它亮。
It's only a part of the seal. Something's still missing.
啊，少了啥？
It's only a part of the seal. Something's still missing. The light from the window augments the hands, but the seal still isn't complete.
看少了啥？把面具放在这里看看。
It's only a part of the seal.
这个吗？画。哟。
The drawing fits exactly.
诶。
Again, I can barely stay awake. Open my eye.
Open my eye. 激活。
You have returned. Here now, the second act of my tale. The history of the mask. The mask presents the creatures of the world into the present. Thus, over the years, the dead have awoken to new life, and kingdoms have shone with old glory. My beneficence was boundless, and in my mercy I have overwritten the tyranny of the Book of Time. Yes, it was my name that did all this. My name outshone everything. Not Nemeremnon, as the giants call me, but rather my true name, my secret name. Satinav sought to banish my name into oblivion, but again I outwitted him. In the shadow of Los, I found the one place into which my master could not see. There I dug a hole, and in this hole I placed my name. And from my name grew a garden. Anyone who wore the mask and found the garden would also find my name. My name in my garden. The garden of eternal oblivion. The garden of my forgotten name.
哦，原来是这样。要找出他的名字吗？ OK， 我找到他的名字是吗？现在再来呢？寻找第二个密室。哦，因为我刚刚找的是第三个密室啊。找到所有6种元素，并按正确顺序放置。是图书馆那个元素吗？哇，还有什么元素？是图书馆那个元素吗？ 可能那个图书馆它是铭文，不是元素的样子吧？应该不是这个吧？龙之厅客房，是这个吗？ 矿石实验室，第三个要去哪里找啊？第三个， 石像、魔杖、矿石应该算元素吧？火。可以拿走这个吗？
Whatever this is for.
哦，拿走了。哟，咕噜咕噜，什么个咕噜咕噜？
What is it? What do you want?
哦，什么个咕噜咕噜？石像动了。
The face is reacting to the strange orb.
哦。石像被球吸进去了。
I think it wants to follow me as long as I have the orb.
这个问号，这个也太强了。矿石，我可以把这个吸过来
I
吗？
can't lose my head now.
不能，还是吸热火。
No,
不行。
that's not it. That'll never work.
矿之灵。 找到所有6种元素，并按正确顺序放置。我现在只拿到矿而已。问号，龙之厅。 这感觉有点难，要收集6种元素，要到处跑就对了。
Who built?
哦，对，图书馆有个冰哦，然后地下湖有水。 我记得议会那个对，就是这个提灯怪怪的。
This flame sounds different
对
from
对
the
对，火
others.
焰
It almost appears to be
这
singing.
个火焰，吸它。
Spirit of the
找到火
flame, come with me.
哦。哇！过来了，哇 ！Fire， 再来，去地下室，地下室这里吧，从这边。 就是这个，这应该是水吧？
I feel a rhythm. Spirits of the water, rise.
有。哇，水。再来，去图书馆冰。 图书馆，这个冰，
Spirit of the ice, show yourself. No answer.
没回应。
Spirit of the ice, show yourself. No answer. Better not. ice cold.
是这个吗？
Someday, they'll erect a statue like this for me.
书架。
Why is it so cold here?
The Library of Draconia is supervised by the Ice Faculty. Writing is like ice. In this case...
难道是这个不成？
Come out, whoever you are.
有了吗？哎呦，有人出来了！找到兵啊！找到兵啊！再来，屋顶也有。屋顶，直接走外面。屋顶。 土之灵是这个啊。
What are you doing?
Psst. An earth spirit is sleeping beneath us. It sees to the fertility of the soil. Right now, it's asleep. Please be quiet.
来吧，出来吧。
The only thing that seems to interest her are the plants.
诶，这个吗？
Yalla, come out.
有，哇，这啥土哦，有点吵。现在挖哥，收集所有的元素，我收集完了。没有吧？矿、火、冰、水冰，还差一个风啊，要去哪里找？我也不知道为什么他会知道他名字亚拉。诶，风之灵在这。
He isn't reacting. Perhaps he's a higher being than the other spirits. He isn't reacting. It's too deep.
这是要排列了是吧？这怎么排？哦，原来风已经在上面了。是这样吗？
I don't want to get too close to Kasim. I won't fly there until I actually... An empty hex...
然后呢？
That isn't the symbol I'm looking
好像错了。
I don't want to get... I won't... He's playing with the other...
我是错了，把它吸回来。哦，好吧，我觉得应该是排错。好，我们去图书馆，图书馆那边有那个元素的排列顺序。天文台、花圃、土之影还是这边，他们是被我吸走了吗？
Or else you'll...
要去图书馆啊！要去图书馆看那个元素的排列。图书馆。 图书馆， 是按照这个顺序排吗？
That's the symbol for Earth, if I'm not mistaken.
是要从左边还是
That
右边啊？
rule stands for fire.
火，
That's clearly the symbol for
空气，
air.
空气是风吧？
That symbol represents ice. That symbol stands for water. That's probably the symbol for ore. That's the symbol for Earth, if I'm not mistaken.
火风，火风冰，火风是啥？
That symbol represents ice.
哦，火风冰水矿土，好记起来了。火风冰水矿土，火风冰水矿土。火风冰水矿土，好。在哪里？这里屋顶。火风冰水矿土，好，火风冰水矿土。向下看 ，Let's go。那先把它吸回来。火风冰水风，风已经先排好了，所以说火在这边，火，它是要从左边还是顺时钟还是逆时钟啊？看，好，先按顺时钟好了，火风冰。 水，矿，最后一个了，土，有了吗？哦，有了，印章出现了。 哦，搞定啊！我又来了。哦，原来是这样。
You're back. Awaken me, and we can end this tale.
唤醒他。
There's one more thing you must understand. My garden and the surreal miracle of which it is capable. Oh, how I love it. My garden, with my name. How singular it is. How beautiful. And how jealous it makes Satinav. Yes, he hates it. He hates it so much that he separated it from your world. He hates that he cannot see into it, that he doesn't know what happens there. Whenever someone enters my garden, his quill pauses, and a page in his book, in which all else is written, remains blank. He hates it so much he decided that nothing that happens inside it can have any consequence for the world outside. Go in and break a branch. Go out. And in the eyes of the world, it was never broken. But whisper what happened in the garden into Satinav's invisible ear, and he will add it to his book of truth. Only then do these actions become reality and the branch broken. Tell him what you will. If he believes you, then every word becomes true. But woe unto you if he learns that you have lied. Then he'll show his true face. He'll pursue you, and he'll tear you to pieces. For he is old, jealous, and depraved. Only I am great.
仆人造反哎。
Sadhya, you have come so far. Embark on the final leg of your journey. Follow the path from Draconia down to Satinav's watching pillar. There, I'll appear to you, and if you wish, show you my garden. My garden. My name. My great mercy.
I didn't understand that bit with the branch.
You mean the garden?
I mean everything. The garden, the mask. I couldn't really follow all that, could you?
I didn't think it hard to follow.
The Garden of Oblivion. Why does every word become true there?
As far as I understood it, it's because Satinav doesn't know what happens in the garden. That he has to know it in order to write it down in the Book of Time.
Does everything have to be in that book?
Apparently. In any case, his ignorance makes him furious. That's why he made sure that everything that happens in the garden doesn't affect the outside world until someone tells him about it. What would be a good example? Let's say you take a ring into the garden and enchant it there, all right?
All right.
As soon as you leave the garden, the spell vanishes.
Why?
Because you enchanting the ring isn't written in the Book of Time. And if it isn't written in the Book of Time, it didn't happen. Only once you talk about it outside the garden.
And Satinav hears me.
And Satinav believes you. Only then will he open his book and write, Geron went into the Garden of Oblivion and enchanted Brida's ring. And then the ring is enchanted.
What if I lie?
Well, if Satinav believes you, then the lie becomes true. At least, until he finds out that you lied. Something tells me he doesn't like being manipulated.
You got all that from the journal?
I thought it was obvious.
What can the mask do again?
It presents you with a decision. If you wear it and speak the formula on the inside, you lose all your memories. But if you speak the name of the Djinn of Time, he appears to you and brings a piece of your past into the present.
Oh.
I guess I sort of understand, but by the 12, the world was mad back then.
Oh, nonsense. On the contrary, back then it was full of real magic. A mask that brings back the past, a garden that makes lies the truth. Compared to all that, the miserable hocus-pocus we know today is nothing.
Keep reading. Oh no. What comes next?
Someone else added something here in the margin. After my princess learned the way to the garden, she came to me one last time. The staff!
魔杖来了。
I don't know what awaits me there, but I will go to the Garden of Oblivion. I have to know what Kasim wanted there.
Be my guest. I wouldn't dream of standing in the way of your madness.
I want to apologize to you. You always wondered why I freed you from the burial chamber. Well, I needed an audience. Someone who would observe all my deeds and remember them forever. I only needed to impress you enough, and you would have never forgotten me. I used you.
And why are you telling me this now?
It's the garden. It scares me.
Scared? You?
The Djinn of Time is a wrathful being. Also, I could be playing into Kasim's hands there. I'm afraid I'll never come back out, and the world will forget me forever.
Oh, that won't happen. No. You're a wonderful woman. If I had knees, I would have proposed to you a long time ago. I thought you wanted to impress me.
You hated me a moment ago, and now you're in love with me?
What makes you think that? You're the last woman I would fall in love with. The woman I would fall in love with is dangerous and unpredictable. Mysterious. Moody.
That sounds just like me.
No. The woman I would fall in love with is so calculating and devious that I could never trust her. But you, Shahrazad, I trust you now. For whatever reason that may be.
这个组合有
The
点
air
难
mage
哦。
already declared his willingness to come along to the flying
魔杖
fortress
跟
as an
人类。
observer. I asked him to take you on board with him.
What? Now that we are finally friends, you're going to send me to my death just like that?
If I survive the garden and make it to the battle, I want to fight alongside you.
Then please survive. I do not want to wind up in the nether hells all by myself.
You won't.
I'm serious, Shadizad. If you don't come out, then I'll come and get
怎
you.
么老
Don't
梗
worry.
剧情啊
It？ doesn't matter how hopeless my situation is. I always have
感觉
something
立
up my
齐了，
sleeve. I'll be back soon.
这感觉就立齐了。
Right. There we are.
大块石料，是这个吧？完全没有提示了，好吧，完全。哦，这边这个大花园出现了。最后应该会全部连接在一起啊。哦，
It seems to be just a normal old rock.
符文出现了，是这个吧？哇，这是啥？
It seems to be just a normal old rock.
我要跳下去哦。
First, I should make sure I can get out again. If everything's correct, then this must be the entrance. The trail led me here.
哦，有生字，有生字。那怎么弄？
That won't lead to anything.
生字绑的这个吗？哦，有了，绑住了，下去。哦，花园。存个档。好，开始了吧，到花园。
You really did come. Put on my mask.
哦。
And dream of my name.
这是他的真名吗 ？True name 还是 secret name？
What an honor. My ruby on the holy mask of the Gin of Time. Satya, really? Now all I lack is the name of the gin.
As if I would ever tell you that.
Oh, you don't need to. Have you forgotten that we're in the Garden of Oblivion? Everything that happens here will only be real if someone tells Satinav about it. My servant will simply claim that I found you here and tortured you until you finally told me the name. No actual blood and only one little lie. But the lie will be truth in the eyes of the world. I'll leave this place and it'll be as if you really had revealed the name. But shh! Keep it between us.
I will find you, and I will destroy you.
Of course you will.
Oh. 哎呦，啥？这啥？有东西。哦。这里。
There you are.
风之灵。
I thought you were going to abandon me. Let's get out of here. What?
One move and you're dead. Climb back into the hole. Now.
Who are you?
You're a girl of the streets, am I right?
Shut your mouth.
Yes, you are. You're not tattooed. Kasim has always loved playing with destitute little girls.
Shut your mouth.
Why are you trembling? Shouldn't I be the one who is afraid?
Kazim said I should kill you if you don't obey.
Really?
Don't make me do it.
好啊，杀了我啊。
Go on. Shoot.
This is my last warning. Jump into the hole.
哎呦，猜测谎言，挑战谎言，探索谎言，挑战谎言。
I wasn't tortured at all.
You can't prove that.
Do you see any wounds?
Why won't you just do as I tell you?
杀不了我啊。
You can't kill me, at least not out here. You said that I died in the garden, didn't you?
Stop it!
But then, how can I be standing here, talking to you? By the gods! Where did she go?
她被杀了吗？
Satanav tore the girl to pieces. With that, he corrected the course of things. The prince no longer knew the name of the Djinn of Time, and Sadja was once again free. My air spirit took her to the flying fortress and then reported back to me. Although it's impossible for him to lie, I advised him to be careful with his report. Every event that took place in the garden must be told as close to the truth as possible in order not to play into the hands of the garden's twisted logic. That ends the entry.
Is that all?
Right at the end, there's something on the last page.
What's that shouting outside?
I'll look. Garon! The Ptolemies have been spotted in the forest. The town is preparing to hunt them down.
This on top of everything else.
This time, the army and the School of Arcane Combat are involved too.
Can you try to stop them?
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
怎么了？哦，第6章了，第5章结束了。哦，今天玩的有点多了。
The whole forest is swarming with mages and soldiers. We should split up. How's your wing?
Fine.
Good. Then you can search the forest from above and I'll stay below. We'll meet back here. You got that?
Yes. I hope I can find this place again.
Nuri, this is your old waterfall. You lived here for years.
今天玩的有点久。
Yes,
第5章
that's
还蛮长
right.
的，因为那个故事很长。
See you soon.
啊，终于玩完第5章啊，休息休息。明天礼拜3不行，明天出团，明天要打团。他不能换页，我靠！他一个不能换页，好吧，那我要关了。快速保存，自动保存。好吧，只好开过。